Joe's right. The way she's been behaving is indicative that she's given up. But she has another thing coming if she thinks she's just gonna, quote, kill herself, unquote, in front of me. That's the thing. People in her position are not in the position when you have all kinds of, you know, people, professionals in your life. You can't just sit back and do what she does. I could do it. I'm in a different situation. There are a lot of people in my situation who we could choose to just, you know, I came this close to drinking yesterday. This close. This close. This close. All that I wanted was a drink. All that I wanted. Because again, no break, no escape. Not one tiny bit of a break from this pain. Not one tiny bit of an escape while I watching her killing herself in front of me. And nobody caring. But guess what? I've gotten a primary care physician to care. He cares. And he's going to contact the psychiatrist. And, you know, like, he says he's going to see when he can see her. And I'm like, well, we're supposed to see you next week. I wasn't going to go in. I was just going to. But she can pull the same thing. I'm not going. No one can force her to go. She's postponing the inevitable. She thinks she's just going to kill herself, starve herself in front of me, and just deteriorate, just waste away to nothing. Joe's right. She's given up. For whatever reason. We don't know the reason. Could be any reason. Joe's like, you should go online, find a group like people dealing with anorexia or whatnot. But my mom's problems are going, this is a new thing. This is a new thing, okay? It's brand new. All her breakdowns, all these decades, her periodic breakdowns, never has she starved herself. This is just brand new. Just add it to the mix. Add it to the list, you know. List. I can't. This is from the woman who's been, you know, constant. I've been leaving her messages. I've been leaving her voicemails and recording them on my little mini recorder. The messages that I leave for her. They're documenting everything too. She wrote, please keep record of dates and what happened. You're in a tough place, Laura, where no one is listening. Not a fun place to be. And your mom needs help, and she's denying it too. Holding your hugbacks from your mom will only hurt you and her. You are all in our prayers. God's listening. You're doing a good job. I'm not holding I hugged her, but I reached out and hugged her, but I had to get away. I can't sit here and watch this. And I'm positive these people are going to come when she cancels her psychiatric appointment. I mean, that's like, so. She canceled her appointment to see her psychiatrist who's overdue, and they know something's going on. It's not like she can really legitimately make the excuse, oh, I didn't feel well. These are different circumstances. They should have had their butts over here to check her out. Doesn't mean they're going to section her or call 911. It means they're at least going to see what's going on, you know. This is from me. She clearly needs help and nobody will help her. She kept wanting hugs from me and I kept giving them to her, but not anymore. She needs to just stay away from me. What she did today was the worst thing she could have done. She can't just hide away in this house forever. This is insane. Not one break, not one bit of escape from this continuous pain I'm in. Sent text to her, to the other friend, then my neighbor friend, and to Joe. The same text all day long. I also left voicemails, different voicemails for different people. Here's another one. Had to get out of there. Had to leave poor Omar. Sitting at X spot. Actually spent in a couple of places, but until evening, when I know it will be too late for that agency, elder services, or the cops to show up there. I just want to sleep. This was to her. I was going to ask you for a ride, but I saw you had company. I need it for a professional life to see that I was telling the truth. She can't continue on like this. This is from the woman who, Laura, it's exactly what she did to me Sunday for church. And then she showed up here and she told her she was going to go, and then she didn't go. Yesterday she sat here. I said, you're going to your appointment to see Dr. So, right? Yep, I am. You're going, right? Yep, I am. I'm going. I'm like, I'm gonna doze off for a little bit. Didn't put my earplugs in. I was in and out, and I heard her, and I'm like, who did you just call? She said, I called and canceled my appointment. I had to get out of here. I went out in a storm. I could have got hurt. Could have seriously got hurt. Easily got hurt. I'm hurt. I'm seriously hurt. I'm helpless. Almost dead. That's what will happen. What will happen. It's exactly what she did to me Sunday for church. Let us continue to pray together for a safe solution. God knows you're doing a great job. I pray peace for you, not frustration. It never crossed my mind that she would pretend she was going and then call them up and cancel. It never crossed my mind. Because I thought she would know if she doesn't do that, they'll be here. They're not, oh, little did I know, huh? Unreal. Useless and incompetent, and I want them out of our lives. And I've wanted that for years, and wanted that from day one. You were in that bathroom for over 20 minutes. We were waiting for you. Going off on me, my mom's dentist. I'm not one of your fucking elderly mentally ill clients, you fucking roly-poly little ugly bitch. How dare you talk to me like that? I don't have to sit there like a good little girl with you. My heart's, my gut went, my heart, I barely made to the damn dentist in time to give my mom her keys. I'd accidentally taken home because I go to her apartment and I visit her and bring her food and whatnot, and I accidentally had the keys. That's all. She wasn't home and I had the keys, and that's it. And I knew all hell would break loose if she couldn't get into her apartment, and it was my fault, so I had to get to her dentist and bring her her fucking keys, didn't I? And unfortunately, you were the one who drove her there. That was years and years ago, but I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. You were only waiting a couple of minutes. You're just a fucking cunt, that's all, and you're still there. I will lick the ground if my mom gets rid of you people, and it was supposed to happen. No, it never crossed my mind she would pretend she was going to call them up and cancel. I'm shaking with frustration and rage. I had to get out of there. Walked in a storm while praying I wouldn't fall. I get seriously hurt. Poor Omar will be dead. Not an exaggeration. And I thought she was going. I didn't know if maybe her ride doesn't come in the bad weather. She's seen her psychiatrist today. Wish her luck. Thanks to me, she's seeing her primary care physician next week. I vowed to make sure, this is early morning, I vowed to make sure she got on that. Today, I need to sleep for 3 hours, but I'm paranoid my alarm will go off. I need to help her get down our icy steps and safely to her ride. Then I need to sleep and hope she comes home. Instead, I had to go out in a storm, inching along, frozen, praying that I didn't fall. It'd be the end of poor Omar if I fall. If I'm seriously hurt. And from that woman, she's like, you can call the number in the back of your mom's medical card, explain exactly how your mom is acting, and you need someone to come out and do an evaluation on it. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's what that agency's supposed to be doing. They're supposed to get their fat, lazy asses over here. Care if they're fat. She's fat. Some of them are fat. Doesn't matter. The fact is they need to get their lazy asses over here. Should have been over here yesterday. That's why I took off. needs to be somebody who knows her, can see her, and knows her. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. What is cute. I need to scrub the bathroom floor. I need to do his sleep. Constant anxiety. I breathed a sigh of relief when I called the medical 911 over a week. I was never going to call psych 911. You have to be out of your fucking mind for the police to take you against your will for psych 911, and they don't take me seriously ever. They always took my aunt seriously. They don't take me seriously. But medical, I was positive they would take her when I explained everything that had happened, including, she was out of it over there, nearly fell off the chair, knocked her med water over, didn't know my name. Nope. She's fine now. She's not confused. We can't take her against her will, yeah. And if anything happens to her, it's on your head, you motherfuckers. So that woman wrote, you're in a bad situation. Nobody's paying attention to you. Okay? She knows. She's getting daily updates from me in the form of text, in the form of voicemails. You're in a tough place, Laura, where no one is listening. Not a fun place to be, and your mom needs help, and she's denying it. In a fucking nutshell. Twilight Zone. I'm in the goddamn fucking brutally, torturously painful Twilight Zone. Terrified something's gonna happen to her. She should have just gone to the appointment. Inside her head, it only made it worse. Because she cares what I think, and she knows I'm upset she didn't go to the appointment. She knows she's digging her own grave. She's postponing the inevitable. She should have just went to the appointment. She wouldn't have necessarily been sectioned. She just thinks she can hide away here, and she knows she can't. She's just gonna push it to the limit till someone comes here and drags her out. That's what she's doing. I guess I was fooling myself to think she was gonna go to that appointment. I also thought she doesn't show up to her appointment when I've made you aware of everything going on with her. You'd have your asses over here in a second to see what's going on with her. They didn't even call, thus proving that what I said many years ago, wanting them out of my mom's life, justifiably. They have me like fucking in PTSD. They have me in like traumatic. I can't stand those people. And they just reinforced how I feel. They just proved it's justified yet again. You know my mom's not doing well. I've told you my mom's not doing well. She skipped her psychiatric appointment, canceled it because she doesn't want to go, not because she's not feeling well, and she needs to go, and you don't come here at least to see her, at least talk to her on the phone. Nothing. Unreal. I don't want her in a mental hospital. They never help her. Too many times they have just done the exact opposite. I don't know. I don't want this to be happening. She makes me think she's snapping out of it. And then she gets way worse. Everything she's doing, I'm just watching her. She's getting worse. She's getting worse. And I'm sure it's making it worse inside her head. She knows that, but I thought it was finally just someone was going to see her. I don't want her to go to a mental hospital. She needs to, but she can't go on like this. She's going to wind up getting hurt. She's going to be more prone to everything when she's this weak. She took a shower on her own. I couldn't believe it. I wish she had done that when I was knew she was taking it back. This is fucking kid. I was all bundled up, sitting where I was allowed to sit, and just crying, trying to hide it as much as possible. I have my hat on and I'm like this, and I can quietly sob, and I'm sure some people sob, but I didn't care. As long as I wasn't making a scene or anything troublesome. I was containing my agony when I really wanted to just fucking wail and scream and curse the universe and curse God and just everything, okay? Instead, I sat there and all bundled up and just quietly cried. Periodically, I had to get away from here. I had to get away from here. I was so upset, so frustrated, so angry, so just heartbroken that she didn't go to that fucking appointment. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe she could just do that, and then thought they would come and see and check her out and realize she's not doing good. They just didn't even call. Never mind coming here, they didn't even call. They're useless. I want them gone. I want them out of our fucking lives. Purpose do they serve? They don't serve any purpose anymore. None. I do her meds. We have another way to get to appointments. They give her a monthly shot and that's it. Nurse gives her a monthly shot. If that's the only purpose that they serve, why can't we get rid of them? Get my mom with new people. This is Twilight Zone hell. I prefer the manic that I've dealt with years ago. Oh, I prefer that over this, at least when she's manic, she eats. At least she's not just wasting away in front of me. She needs to have an MRI. Apparently she had a couple years ago, a few years ago, CAT scan, and it didn't show anything conclusive regarding dementia that people here and there thought she had. She's never been officially diagnosed. We should have an MRI done, but we can't do it against her will. Just to know one way or the other. This behavior recently is indicative of dementia. It's weird kind of behavior. It's not like her normal breakdowns, not even close. Scaring the fucking shit out of me. Continuously breaking my heart. I have to distance myself. you know, I'll end up in the same, like that person said, she didn't mince words, she was tough love with me. Tough love was like, you know, that's like, it's hospital psychiatrist. If you don't learn to deal with what's happening with your mom, you don't learn to deal with your pain, then you're going to end up in a facility. You're going to end up just like her. It's already destroying me. This much stress, it sends my mental illness that I can, keep under control more or less. It sends my anxiety spiraling. It sends my everything just spiraling out of control. Like I said, I can't save my mom and Joe can't save me. But I haven't yet reached any kind of breaking point, okay? She has. They should have fucking taken her last Monday, okay? Those so-called professionals, those paramedics, the cops, or whatever, should have taken my mom last Monday against her. Should have, and they didn't. And then flash forward to 8 days later, and those people that are the professionals in my mom's life who are supposed to take care of her and supposed to, they should have had their asses over here to see what was going on with her. That's what they should have done, and they didn't. And here we are.